Alright, our next piece is going to be the golden retriever that Tom has. And once again, we want the grain to be going this way. Let me just mark off this tail. And of course, from here, I'm going to mark down on the head. Okay? Now, Tom's got some smaller ears. The golden retriever I have next door, he's got some pretty good size ears. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the ears down this far. In other words, rather than just a... We have one that lives next door to us, in my house. And then I'll cut the ears down if I have to. Okay? Alright. Well, the first thing you want to do is go ahead and let's get this tail down. La -dee 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 -dee. And the top of it is just going to kind of go on both sides a little bit. There you go from side to side. Come to kind of a point. Okay, and we're kind of come back here, take a little bit off this back side, just like that. All right. Okay. We got that tail down now pretty good. Now let's go to the head. Let's go over here. Go. Let's come down here. Just like that. All right. Now on these ears, we'll take our knife and we'll just run it up here like this. And we'll cut, be careful. We'll cut these ears out a little bit, okay? You want to be careful because you're using the tip of the knife. And let's do it on the other side. Come down, around. These ears, this all comes to a round point right in here. So you make them a little bit bigger and then you can cut away on them. Do all that stuff. Now let's go ahead and come forward with this front up here. Like that. Okay, now let's take a little bit more off. Let's take some off in here, okay? That's where the ears are and all that. All right, let's go ahead and come even further in here with this. And come down. Let's bring this down a little bit in here. Okay. And then do this. There we go. So let's go ahead and bring this all down. Just like that. Bring this down with the ears. And then just slowly go around here. Just go around it like this. Here you go, see? Slowly. Now, the one thing, cut this again. All right, let's cut a thing here. Our eyes will be okay. Now, what we need to do is we need to come up here. Let me show you with my, and we need to separate the ears like right here and right there from the top of the head. Okay? Now please be careful. Take your knife and just run it like that. And then come from this side because this is going against the grain. Okay, just like that. See that? See where you're just kind of, you're separating those ears from the top of the head right in here. So you want to make a good cut in there, especially where it looks like it. And you come over here and cut from that side. And you cut down, you cut, and you just sort of, see that? And you come up here and you just sort of join it with the rest of the head here. Now you're going to come back here and just kind of trim this off back in here. See that? Then you can kind of cut your ears back. See, always make them a little bit bigger at first. And then cut your ears back. Oh, by the way, this was made out of 5/16. I'm sorry, I didn't mention that. So you take a piece of 3/4 and you just cut it to 5/16 or whatever. Now we're going to come up here. I'm just going to move this a little bit. Okay. I want to cut this down just a little bit in here. And bring it forward just a little bit, okay? Just like that. Let's come a little bit in here and get some of that out of there. See that? Okay. Now I want you to just take your knife and just sort of scoop, just like that, on both sides of this. We want to cut some more back in here. All right, now we'll just draw the nose on there. This is so thin in here that you don't really want to try to do a nose if you can. We'll just draw it on there. Let me come down a little bit more with this. Just like that. See that? Bring these down a little bit on this side to make them. Okay. This will be where the eyes are, right in here. Okay. See that? Just like that. You just have to take your time. Just have to take your time doing it. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and come and do the back. Now, once again, let's come up the legs here and come up the legs here and make a cut. Be real careful. This is thin in all these places in here. And let's come up the leg here and make a cut. And come up the leg here, make a cut. Clean that out in there. Okay. So we've made these cuts in here to kind of give it that way. and in here. Now, one of the things we want to do I'm sorry, I just want to bring that down a little bit more. Go. Okay. Come down on this right here where the tail is. Turn my okay. Now, what we want to do is go ahead and put our little thing in here for our foot. We're going to go ahead and cut a little brush in here. Now that's real thin in there, so be careful. We go. You just have to make a lot of different cuts. There we go. Just like that. Let's come over here. Let's slowly just get the edges off of this. But you take it easy. Don't get rambunctious.